2008, I went to E3 and saw a bunch of games. Big budget games that were set to get giant marketing pushes, Mountain Dew tie-ins, and so on. However, the game that knocked my socks off and earned my Game of the Show award was a little downloadable title known as Fat Princess. After more than a year of waiting, the hefty lady's here, and she's packing good times and buckets of blood for 32 players across 9 maps, from the super simple green tree-filled Black Forest to the complicated Deep Fried with its rising lava lakes. There's even a violent game of soccer built in. Goal! If there's one thing Fat Princess has in spades, it's style. At first glance, the game looks like Animal Crossing, thanks to its simple character design, bright colors, and sugary sweet level names. But once you watch a bomb go off and dismembered hands fly through the air, you'll get an adequate idea of what you're dealing with. There are different voices for the princess depending on how big she is, there's a distinguished sounding British guy giving you the play-by-play on what's happening in the game, and the music is catchy. Beyond that, there's personality in every other aspect of the game. Single player is called Play With Yourself, character customization is Get Fabulous, and the credits roll as you hack the developers to death as the Grim Reaper, a little worker dances in the corner, and Baby Got Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot plays.
Double up, I ain't talking about Playboy, cause silicone parts are made for toys.
We have captured an outpost.
Although there are multiple modes, the general story here is that your princess is in the other castle, and you have to get her back while keeping the opponent's princess in your dungeon. There are 5 classes to play as. I'm not counting the villager you start at, because he has no abilities. And deciding which you want to be is as simple as picking up a hat in the game. You can switch whenever you want, march across the map, and hack the other team to death. When you're not gathering resources, assaulting the enemy base, or building a catapult, you should pick up a piece of cake and feed it to the princess. See, the more you feed her, the fatter she gets. The fatter she gets, the heavier she gets. And the heavier she gets, the harder it is for the other team to march in and carry her off. All that said, Fat Princess is fun. There's no denying it. Being an evil priest and draining the life out of an enemy so that your ranger buddy can finish him off with an arrow is great. It's awesome to play these different roles and get rewarded for them too. If you're a worker and you want to chop wood, you're going to earn the same number of points as the warrior who's out there stabbing guys to death. Defensive roles are just as important as offensive roles. Still, Fat Princess lives and dies by the skill of your teammates. You can pick up the priest hat and start healing people whenever you feel like it, or toss on the mage hat and run out and set people on fire. But the fact of the matter is, this is a team game. Most of the time you can't rush to the other team's castle, get the princess, and get back to your base on your own. Working as a unit can be an amazing experience when you're playing with skilled folks and launching a catapult filled with 7 guys, but it can be a pain when you're playing with noobs who only want to hack and slash and ignore the real quest. Thankfully I didn't have that bad stuff happen to me often, so playing Fat Princess rocks. With 1 weekend under its belt, Fat Princess is still getting its PS3 legs. I posted an article the other day talking about my first 24 hours with the game, and people chimed in to agree with me as well as complain about server issues such as lag and being unable to connect. I can't speak to them personally, but I can tell you that I wish ranking up in the game was more transparent, that I could make private rooms that weren't tied to my friends list, and that I could have a clan. Still, don't let those issues put a damper on your excitement for fatties. Simple and engaging gameplay, awesome presentation, and promise of downloadable content, Fat Princess is a great PSN game. For the full written review, check out IGN.com.